episode starts at the Smith house, where we see the squad watching TV, and while doing so, they're all seen making fun of Father for his height.
Have you guys ever noticed how short Father is? I mean, look at him! He can't even fit on Space Mountain without someone telling him he's so short.
Doof says his father looks completely annoyed.
No wonder the KND thought little of him.
Rick says, "Now guys, come on. Let's not judge Father by his height, even though he is fun size. I mean, he's shorter than Yoda." Sorry, Father, I couldn't help it. Sims says his father is seen walking off to the garage, completely pissed off at this point.
That's it! I'm tired of being the butt of everyone's joke just because I'm short. Well, let's see how they joke around when I'm taller than Sims, or even taller,
he says as he uncovers a familiar machine.
That's it! The Crow Ray. And now that Rick's modified it, I can boost my entire body. I just hope I don't get turned inside out like Summer, or any shenanigans takes place because of my following actions.
Just as he was about to turn the machine on, Sims and Yumi walks in.
Hey, Father. We all wanted to say how sorry we were for making fun of your height. It was wrong of us too, and we're sorry. But you know we were joking, right? We would never make fun of you like that.
Just then they see the machine. Father? What are you doing? Sims looks around.
Oh, me? Oh, I'm just here to even the playing field. I'm gonna make myself 10 feet tall. And then what are you guys gonna say, huh?
Yumi looks annoyed.
Did you just ignore what I said a few seconds ago? Sims, tell Father we were just kidding.
Sims walks to Father, trying to get him away from the machine, but ends up falling back on the machine, pushing the button, causing it to activate. Ah, shit. Just then the bright light covers the screen. It shows Father's perspective. He looks around. They're still in the garage, but something's different. Everything's giant.
Oh, well, look what you did, Genius Ape Man. You done made Rick's garage giant. Now how am I gonna prove I'm short, huh?
Just then, Yumi looks around.
Guys, I don't think it's the garage that changed size. It's us! Thanks to Father's stupidity, we fucking shrunk.
Father's eyes glow red.
Oh, that's even better! Now I'm even shorter! You just keep making fun of me, don't you, Sims?
Sims looks surprised. I'm not making fun of you, Father. I was trying to get you away from that damn machine so we can go back to the squad so we can explain that we were just joking around. But now we have to find a way to get back to our normal size. Which it looks like all we have to do is simply climb the machine and push the button and we'll be fine. Now then, who do we know that's a great climber and can get the buttons quick? Sims looks up as Father and Yumi slowly look at him. He sees them. Fine, I'll do it. He starts climbing. Hey, this is actually pretty fun. Not because I'm an ape, because I simply like climbing, apparently. When he gets midway to the machine, screams can be heard. It was Harley and Summer.
Ew, rats! Summer, give me my mallet. I'm gonna squish me some rodents.
Summer goes to the kitchen and Yumi runs to Harley. Wait, Harley, it's us! Sims, Father, and Yumi. We're not rats! Just then, Summer hands on a mallet. Harley rears back to swing at them. They jump just in time as the mallet slams to the ground. The shockwave causes Simeon to fall to the ground. They help Simeon up as they just miss the mallet again, the shockwave causing them to fly out of the garage. They hid in the tall grass as Harley and Summer retreat back inside. They hear Summer say something about calling an exterminator. As they climb to a nearby window ledge, they hear them in the kitchen. Okay, who can we call to deal with rats? Harley gets on the phone.
Don't worry, I know someone who can handle this, and they won't even charge us anything, as long as they get to eat the rats. Which is gross, mind you, but hey, free pest control, am I right?
She starts talking to the exterminator. The trio can't hear most of the conversation, but Yumi hears a single word. Hoots.
Oh shit, they're calling Yumi Hoots. She eats mice as a side job. We have to get back to normal size over lunch. Or dinner, depending on when she shows up.
Sims grabs Father and Yumi and jumps down to the ground. They hurry to the garage when they hear a rumbling. They turn around and they see a giant lawnmower approaching. It's Jerry. He's mowing the lawn, humming a tune to himself, as it cuts back to the trio, running for their lives. They get swept up in the wind of the lawnmower blades and are sent across the street to the neighbor's yard. Jerry, you bumbling idiot! When I get over there, I'm going to... Beeping sounds can be heard, as if masking Simeon's curse words like a censor. They look around and they see their neighbor Jean walking around with a metal detector. Father sighs and starts walking toward the tall grass to get back to the smith's yard. Yumi and Sim look concerned and follow. They walk for what seems like hours, trying to talk to Father, but are ignored. When they return to the smith's house, they stop and set up camp.
Well, this has been a real fun camping trip, but I'll just be glad when it's all over tomorrow.
Just then, a black van pulls into the driveway. For a brief second, Yumi thought it could have been Rick and Doof looking for them. But then she sees the front of the van. It's an owl. Just then the trio sees someone hop out of the van. Their little feet shuffle to the door. They knock as Rick answers.
Hoots, what the hell are you doing here?
Hoots laugh. I was called about a rat problem, and well, I'm a hungry gal, so I'm here to take care of the problem. Harley and Summer complain about how she's late.
Hey, I'm working for free, so hussy sussy,
she said, closing the door behind her. The trio look at each other. Well, things just got interesting. Father gives them an angry look.
Interesting? Oh yeah, real interesting. You think getting eaten by an owl with an bigger ego than Rick is interesting?
Yumi hushes father.
It's gonna be okay, Father. All we need to do is wait until morning to get to the machine before Yumi Hoots wakes up. We all know how much she loves sleeping in.
Sims and father agrees and start up camp. Later that night, we see Simeon, father, and Yumi sitting around the campfire. The two notice Yumi sitting with her arms on her knees with a sad look on her face.
Hey, Yums, you okay? You seem upset about something. Mind telling us what it is?
Father asks.
Well, if you must know, I'm upset that we're literally shrunk to the size of fucking mice, and on top of that, I've been dealing with getting bullied at school because I'm half demon. It's just one of the many joys of being me.
Yumi says as father and Sims exchange a look before looking back. Hey, how about we tell our backstories to pass the time before bed? Yumi sighs but reluctantly agrees.
Well, my childhood's not something I'd like to remember, but when I was born, my original Beth and Jerry knew there was something special about me, and they were right. I was a pretty adventurous kid. I would always sneak out of the palace to go to the village, and every time I did, my original Beth would send the guards after me to bring me back to the palace, where all I would do is sit in my room bored out of my fucking mind. Of course, that'll change after my original Smith family was killed, and I was sent to the Citadel Orphanage, where no one would even come near me because they all thought I was a monster. Then, later down the road, Grandpa Morty found me, took me in, and that's about it. I've been part of the family ever since.
Yumi said as father and Simeon are seen tearing up a bit.
Oh, that's an interesting story. Not sad at all,
father said on the verge of crying.
I'm not crying. You're crying,
he said, pointing at Sims. Just then, they both realized what she said.
Hey, wait, you're a half-demon?
You're a princess? Simeon said with a mouthful of s'mores. They gave him a look.
How did you get supplies to make s'mores?
Sim shrugs and makes one for father and Yumi.
Well, since we're doing backstories, I guess I can share ours.
Sims and father tells Yumi their backstories. Some she already knew and some she didn't. They set up 2 tents and get ready for bed. In the middle of the night, they wake up to a light shining over the tents. They see the light shining in different directions. They hear a voice.
Where are you, little ratties? It's okay. I won't bite. I devour. I chomp. I munch. I am Hoots, the rat hunter, and you will never escape my ever-vigilant eye of, rat-eating justice.
She waddles over looking around bushes. She shined her light on some long gnomes, yelling, "Aha!" followed by, "Damn it!" when she realized they aren't there, before throwing them across the yard.
Yeah! They aren't even cool looking. They're just cheap gnomes that Jerry bought on Amazon.
She picks up 2 of them, hooting the waltz of the flowers as he dances around, throwing them around. It follows the gnome as it soars through the air before hitting the ground, shattering. Rick is seen watching Hoots shatter the gnome, smiling and drinking coffee. Jerry is seen from another window, silently watching with tears in his eyes. But they were on sale on Nomapalooza.com. Just then, Beth can be heard. Jerry, I was thinking about selling them anyways. Just finish playing Flappy Birds and come to bed. Jerry looks down at his tablet and returns to playing the game, no longer sad about the gnomes, giggling as he walks away from the window, turning the light off. The trio try to get some sleep. They wake up just before the sun rose. They run into the garage, Sim quickly climbing the machine. Just as they're about to push a button, the garage door closes.
Damn it, Sims, what'd you do this time?
Sims can be heard in the dark. It wasn't me. Someone must have closed it. Just then they heard something echoing the darkness. It was hooting. They all say,
"Ah, shit."
Well, well, well. It was fun, but I'm afraid we must end this little game of cat and mouse, or should I say,
she shines the light on her face,
owl and rat.
The light blinds her for a few seconds before her eyes adjust.
As is written in the ancient legends of Owl, let there be light,
she said before clicking a small device she had in her wing. The lights of the garage come on as Yumi, father, and Sims are seen. Yumi tries to plead with Hoots.
Hoots, I'm telling you, it's us.
This has been a huge misunderstanding. You see, Father was tired of being the butt of the squad's jokes and about his height, so he thought he could make himself taller with Rick's grow ray. But then this happened, so we finally about to get to our normal height and it cuts to Hoot's perspective. All she hears is high-pitched squeaking. She has an annoyed look on her face, not understanding what she said.
Silence now, my pretties. It's time for this Hootie to get some well-deserved breakfast. Hiya!
She launches herself like a torpedo. Just then, Rick catches her like a football.
Whoa, don't eat them! They're not rats! That's Sim's father and my granddaughter!
Hoot looks at Rick.
What are you talking about? They're clearly chubby little rats, and I'm gonna gobble them up.
He brings them closer to Hoot's.
Ah, shit.
She finally sees them.
Well, ain't this a how do you do?
Rick sets the machine and returns the trio to their normal size, as the rest of the squad is seen.
Hey, we're sorry about making fun of you about your height. We're just goofing around, you know what I mean? Don't even trip, dog. We didn't mean anything by it, you know what I mean? Can you ever forgive us, dog?
Rick says, holding up a fist for an apologetic fist bump. Father accepts the apology with a fist bump as the squad hug him.
Hey, whoa, come on, guys. A fist bump was enough. But thanks.
Hoots can be seen standing by them.
Well, ain't this just all nice and dandy? But just one thing.
Why didn't you just look to see it was them before you called me? Or tried to flatten them?
But mistakes were made,
and it's all water under the bridge.
Now let's go back inside. You guys still owe me some food after all.
She said, her signature laugh. Just then a rat runs by. She pounces on it and eats it off screen. The squad watch in horror as the sound of her going nom 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 can be heard. She returns on screen with a napkin, comedically tapping her beak with it. Well, I kinda wish I didn't just walk in on that. Anyways, who made those pies in the kitchen? Rick stepped in.
Those pies aren't for you guys. These guys went to hell, so they get the first pick of the pies.
The squad head inside as Hoots followed them.
Ah, man, pie would really hit the spot right now.
She giggled as she walked in. Rick can be heard yelling at her to get off them pies, followed by him yelling as she starts eating the pies off screen. The squad laugh as it shows a faraway shot of the Smith house as the screen fades to black, and the episode ends. In the after credit scene, the squad and Hoots are eating pie and watching an interdimensional cable, talking and laughing. Just then, it shows them from the view of a crystal ball. My, they do have interesting adventures, don't they, my pet? Well, let's not make things too boring for them, shall we? She waves her hand over the crystal ball as an unknown person appears. It's time to begin our little plan. You know what to do. Don't disappoint me, she said before laughing maniacally as the screen fades to black.